Hey everyone. Welcome to my first What's Up Art and Chat video. I'm in my basement, and if you didn't see last week's video, what I'm doing is I'm coming down into my basement once a week and I'm grabbing a few things from my stash. So this is basically like my overflow stash, and it's not being used. And since I cleaned out my basement, I'm like, well, I need to be using this stuff. So I'm going to come down once a week and grab a few things and head up to my craft room and let's make something crafty. So I already know, well, first of all, I have a bag. I have a bag to put the stuff in because I know I won't be able to carry everything. So, looking at all the paints and everything, I'm thinking, I don't know, I've been having just these really, like I've been wanting to use these really inexpensive plaid paints. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a few colors. I have a pink and a yellow, and I'm just grabbing what I can reach here, honestly. And two different, like a blue and a teal. Now I have to keep in mind that I hope they work. They could be totally dried up for all I know. I do know that I want a stamp, and my stamps are all here. So I think that I want to go into the third drawer. And I just want to grab a stamp to add, oh, this is what I want, to add some nice mark making onto the page. And then from here, I knew I wanted to do this too. This top drawer is filled with like papers and stuff. All I want to do is grab some, like I don't want or I don't need anything with color on it because I'm going to be putting the paint over it, but I'm looking for some texture, right? Some visual texture. So something like that is perfect. Is there anything else? So I have a lot of like painty type papers, but I don't need those. I don't need color. What's this? No. That's a sticker. What's this? Now that's something I can use. I can always use the back of that. Okay, so let me close this up. So I picked out 3 different things. And yeah, so now we're going to head upstairs. And we are going to start in the Small Dilutions Journal. Okay, before I put my iPad up in my tripod, I wanted to show you what I picked out from up here in my craft room. I have the Smaller Dilutions Journal, brand new. Don't know why the elastic is so stretched, but it is. So I want to use that. Liquitex Matte Medium. I have my my paint pens. I have a little bit of paper to work on so I don't mess everything up. I have a palette knife, and I have a bunch of mark making stuff in here. So I'll grab a few of those, as well as my heat tool. So I have set everything up and I'm ready to roll. One thing I do want to mention to all of you, you know what, and I can work while I explain this, is, well, first of all, I'm just going to work on one side of the page today. I want to start out slow. Because I haven't done mixed media in so long. Yeah, but I did what? Gosh, was it last week or the week before? Where I did a mixed media tag, and oh, it got me hooked. And I need to mention who really got me going on this again. And it is a YouTuber by the name of Flighty Rambler. I will put her link below, and she had participated in a collaboration a napkin collaboration. And the work that she had done was just, oh, it was just beautiful and totally inspired me to do this. Honestly, I mean, it was, I can blame her. So Stacy, I blame this all on you, but it's a good blame. It's not a bad blame. So anyway, what I was going to say before was one thing that I want to share as well is that because I haven't really gotten into this in a while, meaning true, you know, I want to say true mixed media. I don't know if that's an accurate thing to even say, but the mixed media that I was used to, right? And so I kind of feel like in order for me to really get back into it, it would help me to look at some of my previous work, right? So that's what I'm going to do. And I will insert a photo right here. And that photo is from a few years ago from a challenge from Nina Ribena. It was before Kylie Koo had joined her, and so that's how long ago it was. And I actually have that hanging on my wall in my living room, and that's how much I love that, well, those two tags. And so that is my inspiration for today, and that's why I have my paint pens, all of my stuff to make marks with, right? My mark making stuff, and my paints. So let's see. All right. So on those, though, I did not put any texture on the back of those tags that I shared. All right. So let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Gosh, I don't know. You know, some of this, woo, that was a lot. That was a lot. So let me, and you know, it has all that, that wetness. I did try to shake it, but obviously it didn't work very well. So this is a nice light pink, and I just need a little bit of that. And I think I'll grab just a tad of this yellow. So let's see, because this is some bright, 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 bright yellow, but that's okay. Yellow, I absolutely love. So on the side over here, I'm trying to get this going, and I did just get it going. And this is yellow lemon. So I didn't use the blue. I don't know. I might pull it in. I might not. And of course, I know, you know, that you have to be careful. The colors that you mix, I get it. I'm going to try not to mix it too much. I don't even need the paint to cover the whole page. I just, at this point, am creating a background. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and dry this, and I'll be back. All right, so I have pulled out some archival ink, and I'm not going to really know whether I like these colors on here or not until I use them. So I'm going to start with some mark making with these and these that I pulled out. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab some of these stamps, or at least one of them, with the black archival. So let's do that next. And like I said, all I'm going to do is just give it a try. So some of the texture, right? This is a piece of corrugated cardboard. And some of it may come out very faint. Some may not, you know, so let's see. And what I have to remember is that this is very textured, this paper. So not only is it textured because of the paper that I put on there, but it's textured because of I put, you know, a good amount of paint on there as well. Okay, now I'm going to pull out my black soot. And this stamp set is made by N Studio. Of course, it's Stampendous. Natalie Colbash, I think is how you pronounce her name. I don't even know if she's around anymore. This is from 2014. And I can tell you, I probably bought it pretty much right around that time. I think it was new when I bought it. It actually even has a stencil in it. But I'm going to go ahead and let's see. Oh, I'm liking this one right here. So let's grab that. And let's do this. Like that. Yep, I think that that looks good. Just enough, just a little bit. Don't need a lot. Like, so part of my motto for these videos is not to go overboard. Like, because I can very, very easily go overboard. And so I'm going to try to keep things as simple as I possibly can doing mixed media. Okay, so I just wanted to hit that with the heat tool, make sure everything's nice and dry. The ink that I used is archival, so it's not going anywhere once it's dry. So then the last thing that I'm going to use is my Posca paint pens. And, you know, I gave them a good shake. Yeah, I don't know the last time that I used these, so it might take a little bit to get them going. But I have black, white, and red. So what I'm thinking is that, well, let me make sure this is working first. Yes. Okay. So on that photo that I had shared, it was, well, there were different kinds of flowers, right? But I want to kind of do, well, I don't know. I'm just going to do my own thing. I don't really remember exactly what I did for those tags. A little bit of wet paint there. I want to make sure I don't ruin my paint pens. And the reason I picked like this color red was because there's, you know, all this green going on, and I thought it would be best to help make the flower pop, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to color or paint, since these are paint pens, these in. I have a feeling, you know what? I have a feeling that, I don't have a feeling, I know it for a fact, that I painted them. I did. I painted them on the tags with Nina. So I'm not prepared for this, so we're gonna wing this, everybody. So the closest paint I have that resembles a red is this Sedona by Dina Wakely. The only, I can get up and get one, but the only non-watercolor paintbrush I have is that one, which is really, it's too big. So let me just grab another paintbrush. It's right here. And yeah, let's kind of, I'm going to use paint instead. And then I think I'm going to use the paint pen to go to like outline it. So let me move this over and let's go ahead and let's paint. Change of plans. It's all good. Okay, so I like that. the middle of it, I think I want to make, I know, let's use a little bit of gold gesso. Why not, right? Okay. So, and I do want to kind of mention to everybody, one reason that I call this a chit chat or a chat video, art and chat, is because then I feel like that allows me to have a longer video. So I don't know how long this video is going to turn out, but it's okay. Whatever it is, you know, you can always put your video, you can, like there's I think it's the 3 dots that you can click on that and you can speed it up. So sometimes I do, instead of 1 time, I do 1 1/4, and I can still understand everything the person is saying. It just speeds up the video a little bit if you wanted to do that. All right, I am loving this. So I think the next thing that I want to do, well, this has to dry. So I think before I even let that dry, let's do just a little bit of splattering. Then I'm going to dry the flower. And then I think I'm going to come back with, I might even use the skinny Posca paint pen in black, and we're going to give some definition to this flower. But let's do a little splattering first. And I'm going to splatter some of that red paint, this Sedona, and only because I have it here, I have it ready, why not? So I'm just going to do a little. And I'm not even splattering all over. I'm just doing, that was very controlled, especially for me. And then I already have, I might as well use this since I have it ready. This is, all I have to do is add some water to this and it's going to activate it. Let me grab, oh, I'm dropping stuff all over. What am I dropping? I don't even know. It's this Aqua Bronze. It's a powder made by Schminke, and it is amazing, amazing stuff. But it is water-based. So this is going to be something that is on here that is definitely water-based, and there's plenty here. I just need to activate this. I wasn't planning on doing this, but yeah, let's get some gold on there, because I ended up putting a little bit of gold on that in the middle of the flower. So this is just like, look at the, I don't know if you can tell the yumminess from this. It's just like all kinds of amazing sparkle. Should I put any on the flower? Why not? Just a little bit. Okay, good. I'm done. Leave it alone. Okay, I'm going to give this a dry and we're going to come back and finish it up. All right, so I have everything pretty much dry, not 100% dry. Let me make sure that this black Posca pen works, and it does. So I'm going to turn this sideways just because it's going to be easier for me to work on. Let me move these. So I'm realizing at this point in time that this flower is looking a lot like a poinsettia. Wait 1 second. So what I want to try to do, if I can, you know what, I can't do it with this clip on here. I need to put my hand down onto the desk. You know, maybe I need the bigger paint pen. Let me give the bigger black one a try. So what I was trying to say was, I'm going to round, maybe that's all I need to do is use the big one up on the top. to round the tips of the petals, because that's like one of the tricks of making a good poinsettia, or painting or drawing a good poinsettia, is to have pointy petals. That's what makes it look like a poinsettia. So to kind of keep from doing that a little bit here, I am going to try to round the tips. This is not easy because, ooh, a whole bunch of black just came out, because of the texture on here. And the page isn't flat. Not that I'm making excuses or anything. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. All right, I'm just going to keep going. Okay, so that looks a little bit less like a poinsettia, which was my goal. I didn't want it looking a lot like a poinsettia, but you know what it needs? It needs some black splatters. And this little paint pen, I have like 2 puddles over here of black, because it just kind of, I don't know, I pressed down on it and so much of it came out. I mean, I have red on here, but I'm just going to go with it. And let's get a little bit of black on here. I have to tell you how proud I am that I am not going overboard with this. Oh my gosh, this is like so not me. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Ooh, I'm going to stop. I think I'm going to stop. I kind of feel like a splatter should go in that middle of the flower, but I'm going to leave it. Awesome. Awesome. So I'm going to let this go ahead and dry on its own. And yeah, so that is it. So this is my first page of my What's Up Art and Chat video. And I love it. It's simple and I love it. I love it in its simplicity. All right, well, thank you all so much for being here. Let me hold it up so you can see it up close. I am loving it. Loving it. And that red, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I had it next to me. I have like a few of the Dina Wakley paints over here all the time, and it worked out great. All right, thanks again, everybody. Have a wonderful week. All right, bye-bye.